up and in for Walker. That's actually going to be Cotman with his first points of the night. Extends Legion's lead to 17-10 over the Panthers. 1:36 remaining in the first quarter. It's going to be Zinconi on the right wing. Kicks out. It's going to be Henry. Henry at the top of the key. Back to Zinconi. Zinconi in the corner for three. It's going to go. Going to cut this lead to 4, 17-13. Panthers getting right back into this one. Minute 19 remaining in the first quarter. Substitution for the Panthers is going to be Jaden Nolan coming in for Carolina Forest, replacing Cade Taylor. Zinconi bringing this one up the court for the Panthers. Top of the key, driving into the paint, puts one up, and he's going to get it to go along with the foul. A beautiful twist in the air, puts that layup up and in. He's going to be heading to the line to try to make it a three-point play and cut this lead to 1. Foul on Jacob Suda, his second foul of the night. Zinconi at the line, looking to capitalize off the foul. Free throw. Good. 17-16. Panthers cut this lead to 1. Legion leads 17-16. Minute and 6 remaining in the first quarter. Inbound to Cotman. Cotman looking for his guys, and Coney steps in front of the pass lane, bats it out of bounds. It's going to be Legion's inbound. It's going to be Cotman on the inbound. Finds Bird. Bird looking. Finds his brother Bird. Now in the corner. Walker for three. Not going to go. Off the iron. Great rebound by Thomason. Thomason's going to put one back up, and it's not going to go. Nolan with the rebound. Nolan finds Zinconi on the baseline as an outlet, and he's bringing it up the floor for the Panthers. Working on the right wing. Working against Bird. Finds Henry in the right corner. Thought about shooting it back to Zinconi on the wing. Swings over to Cooley on the other wing. Trying to make something happen. Cut in. It's not going to be there. Physical play going for the ball. And he is going to get booked with the foul. That's going to be Ian Bird, and that'll be his first of the night. Just trying to go in, make a play on the ball with Cooley, but gets a little too aggressive, gets a piece of that arm, and they're going to call that every time. It's going to be Cooley on the inbound on the baseline. Zinconi, back to Cooley, to Nolan, back to Cooley, back to Zinconi. A nice sequence for the Panthers of just swinging this ball around and finding movement. Now Zinconi's going to drive in. Similar play to last on the end one. He's going to be fouled. It's not going to drop this time, but he will be headed to the line to shoot 2 free throws for the Panthers. 12 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Legion leads 17-16 before Nick Zinconi's pair of free throws. First free throw. Not going to go. Remains 17-16. 12 seconds remaining in the first. Zinconi's second free throw with the chance to tie the game. And that is also not going to go. Remains 17-16 after the 2 free throws. And it is going to be called a foul on R.J. Henry of Carolina Forest, trying to go for the rebound. Post free throw is going to get booked on a loose ball foul. Now it's Legion inbounding. 7 seconds remaining, trying to push the ball down court. It's going to be Walker in the corner. Walker, 3 seconds remaining. 2, and they're going to book him on a travel. 2 seconds before the quarter ends. 17-16 Legion still on top. A second to go in this quarter. Panthers looking to just pop up a full court shot and see what they can do. It's going to be Zinconi on the inbound. Finds Henry. Henry runs out of time, nothing to do. End of the first quarter. Legion Collegiate Academy leads your Carolina Forest Panthers 17-16 at the end of the first. Stay right here for Carolina Forest basketball. I am Brogan Hillman, and we'll get right back to the action after the start of the second quarter.
If you need your car detailed and cleaned, you're in luck. Beach Boys Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Gone. Again, that number is 843-455-6182. The Beach Boys hope to see you soon.
You have things in your way that you don't have the time or means to move? You can call GT Junk Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
We are back from the intermission. Legion Collegiate Academy still leading your Panthers 17-16. Start of the second quarter about to commence. Legion inbounds. Inbound to Ian Bird, bringing this one up the court. It's going to push. Find Walker. Walker in the paint. It's going to go up. Not going to go. Great play at the basket by Nolan. Nolan again. A great play at the basket to deny Walker twice. It's going to be Henry with the ball now for the Panthers. Finds Barrett in the backcourt trying to push this one up. It's going to be Taylor on the logo past half court. Taylor working at the top of the key. Working against Bird. Taylor finds Barrett on the left wing. Barrett to Nolan at the top of the key. Nolan pushing in, trying to make something happen. Is going to hit Henry again at the top of the key. And they are going to book the Panthers on a travel. It's going to be the Panthers' fourth turnover of the night to start off the second quarter. 17-16, Legion takes over. It's going to be Bird bringing the ball up the court once again. He finds Thomason on the left wing. To Walker, back to Bird. Right back to Bird at top of the key for three, not going to go off the iron. Henry with the rebound, pushing this one up court for the Panthers. He's going to find Gray in the corner. Thought about shooting. It's going to post up for the mid-range, and that's going to fall. Panthers retake the lead, 18-17, thanks to the putback shot by J.J. Gray. 8 points on the night for the freshman. Now Bird bringing this one back up the court for Legion. Going to hit Broska in the corner. Broska's going to lose this ball. They're going to say it went off Barrett, and it stays with Legion. Broska set to inbound for Legion. He's going to find Bird at top of the key. Bird's going to swing to Walker. Walker back to Broska. Broska still working at the top of that key. Taylor all over him on defense. He's going to find Bird. Tries to find Broska. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Panthers are going to take over on the baseline. Still 18-17. Panthers lead. 6:22 remaining in the second quarter. For Legion Academy, Ian Bird substituting into this game, replacing his brother Nico Bird. As Henry pushes this one up the court for the Panthers, he's going to be on the right wing. Finds Taylor. Taylor to Barrett. Looking for Henry down on the baseline was Barrett. That one's not going to go. A little out in front of him, and it's going to sail out of bounds. Legion's going to take over, inbounding on their baseline. Trade a pair of turnovers for Legion and Carolina Forest. Broska bringing this one up the court. Going to find Worley. Worley to Broska. Working on the right wing this time. To Walker. Walker on the corner, throwing this one back up. And Nolan almost steps in front of that passing lane, and that time Henry does. Turnover to Taylor. Taylor pushing this one for the Panthers. Right to Nolan, sitting free in the paint. Jaden Nolan goes up and in, 4-2. Carolina Forest takes a 20-17 lead. 5:34 remaining in the second quarter. For Legion, it's Walker. Walker to Bird. Bird to Worley, who fires a three. Not going to go off the iron. Great rebound by Walker, but Taylor's going to step in front of his pass. On a fast break, layup up and in, and it's going to fall. 22-17, the Panthers continue to extend that lead. That's going to be Taylor's first points of the night. As Walker for Legion's going to try a little push-up layup, and it's not going to go. Gray bringing this one up the court this time for the Panthers. Working on the right wing this time against Worley. Gray still going, pushing up to the baseline. Floater's not going to fall. Worley with the rebound for Legion. Worley now working this one up the court. Nifty spin move into the paint. Little floater's not going to go. Henry with the rebound. Carolina Force pushing this one now. Henry working on the left wing, cuts back in, drives to the paint, going to be rejected. A big block by the big center, Isaiah Worley. No mercy there in the court, sends Henry's layup attempt flying into the back painted Panthers wall. Beautiful Merle here inside the Panthers den. It's going to be J.J. Gray inbounding on the baseline for the Panthers. He's going to hit Nolan. Nolan to Taylor working on the right wing. Taylor's going to drive in. Finds Barker. Barker to Gray. Gray with Worley all in his face. Fires back to Barker. Barker working on that left wing. Hits Gray at the top of the key. Gray still working. Drives into the paint. Spin move. Layup up. Not going to go, but they are booking Worley for a foul. And it seems Gray's going to go to the line and shoot two. That's going to be Worley's first foul of the night. Gray, a chance to extend this Panthers lead to 7. First one is going to go 23-17. Panthers continue to extend that lead. 4:13 remaining in the second quarter. Make it 9 points on the night for J.J. Gray. Second free throw. Good. 10 points on the night for the freshman J.J. Gray. Panthers extend their lead to 24-17 with 4:09 remaining in the second. It's going to be Brosco working on the wing. Kicks to Worley. Worley to Bird. Bird's going to kick in. Finds this guy in the post. Right back out to Worley. Worley, baseline. Floater's going to go. 24-19. Legion cuts down on that lead a little bit. 3:50 remaining in the second quarter. For the Panthers is going to be Zinconi. Zinconi working on the right wing against Bird. He's going to have an opening. Top of the key. He's going to back up, make it 26-19. Carolina Force extending that lead. 3:27 remaining in the second quarter. 4 points on the night for Cade Taylor, the sophomore guard. Now it's Worley working on the right wing. Kicks out to Bird, top of the key. It's going to be Broska to Worley. Worley, three, not going to go. Off the iron. Barker with the rebound. Zinconi said to bring this one up court. Brosco working against him. Back to Barker, right wing. Back to Zinconi, top of the key, looking to set up a play. Now to Taylor on the left wing. Taylor's going to dish it to Gray. Gray still working. Cutting into the right wing. Wants a shot. He's going to take one. Not going to fall. Barker, great effort to tip that one off of Ian Bird to keep it here for Carolina Force. And Taylor's going to inbound for the Panthers. If it wasn't for Barker's amazing effort on the baseline, this one would be going Legion's way. Taylor now going to inbound and find Zinconi. Zinconi still working. He's going to find Ankwitz at the top of the key. Ankwitz going to kick to Gray. Gray's on the right wing. Still working against Bird. And Barker is going to come up and lay an illegal screen, and they're going to book him on it. It's going to be a turnover for the Panthers and the first foul booked against Barker. Worley set to inbound on the sideline for Legion. And it's going to be Bird bringing this one up the court. It's going to find Worley. Worley to Bird. Bird to Thomason. Thomason in the paint, working around. Layup is not going to go. Barker with the rebound. Barker's going to find Taylor. Taylor's going to push this one up the court for the Panthers. Sitting at about half court. Worley working on him, playing tight defense. Going to spin out of it, still rolling into the paint. Going to lose the ball. He's going to say it went out on Worley, and it's going to stay in Carolina Force direction. Zinconi inbounding for the Panthers. And he's going to find Taylor. Taylor to Gray. Back to Zinconi. Wanted to shoot on the right corner. pulls his shot instead, passes to Gray. Back to Zinconi. Top of the key. Working. And he is going to be fouled. Looks to be Cotman working against him. Got a little too happy with the reach. Zinconi crossing his face, and he's going to get booked on the reach. His first foul of the night. Taylor's going to inbound on the sideline for the Panthers. And the ref's going to take a second to talk something over. Little substitution. Medical timeout from the refs. Cade Taylor looks to appear just a little spot in his hand. Going to go check him out on the sideline as a precaution. Carter Cooley's going to sub into the game for the Panthers. And Cooley's going to be set to inbound on the sideline. Again, Carolina Forest leads 26-19 with a minute 38 remaining in the half. It's going to be Barker on the inbound. Three. It's going to be off the backboard, not going to go. Pushing it now for Legion. It's going to be Bird. Bird finds Worley. Worley in the paint, goes up. Not going to go, but he is fouled on the way up. And he will be heading to the line to shoot two. Foul on number 1, Carter Cooley. His first of the night. It's going to be the team's second foul for Carolina Forest. Worley at the line. Looking to cut that lead down for the Panthers. First free throw. Not going to go. Remains 26-19. Carolina Forest with a minute 28 remaining in the second. It's Isaiah Worley, who's been all over the court for Legion tonight. Second free throw. That one will fall. 26-20. Cuts the lead down to 6. Carolina Forest. Zinconi pushing the ball up for Carolina Forest. A minute 22 remaining in the half. Zinconi working on the wing. He's going to find Gray. Gray in the corner. He's going to pop a shot. Not going to go. Toilet flush out of the rim. Instead, it's going to be Bird in transition for Legion. Going to shoot a three of his own. Also not going to fall. Cooley and Bird getting a little physical, going for a rebound. Going to blow the whistle, and it looks like they're going to book Bird on the loose ball foul. Loose ball foul, that is. And it's going to be Carolina Forest inbounding Zinconi to bring it up the court for Carolina Forest. Working is going to find Cooley on the right wing to Barker. Barker in the corner. Working back towards the wing. Looking for a pass. It's Cooley. 50 seconds now remaining in the second quarter. Cooley, patient, driving. Barker, corner for three. He's not going to fall. Beautiful rebound. Zinconi, great job tracking that basketball. Carolina Forest going to get it back and reset. Gray, left wing. Still working. Gray, fouled hard going out of bounds. Shot is not going to count. They're going to call this one on the floor, and it looks to be Bird who might be booked for his second of the night.
Foul number 1, Ian Bird, his third. Team's third of the night.
It was Ian Bird, but that would actually be his third of the night. Two more until he fouls out. Precaution there before halftime, not what you want to hear for Legion. Now it's Cooley on the right wing, finding Barker in the corner. 25 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Zinconi finds Cooley. 20 seconds remaining. Clock just continues to tick down. There's no shot clock, so the Panthers can run this. Cooley down the baseline, wanted something, not going to have it. Zinconi in the corner for three, not going to fall. Again tries to follow his own shot. He's going to collide with Ian Bird, and Zinconi's going to be booked for the loose ball foul. Was looking for the ball all the way. Tunnel vision, probably didn't even see Ian Bird running right into him quickly to help him back up to his feet. A good sign of sportsmanship for Zinconi. Now Legion, 4 seconds remaining. 3, 2, Worley fires a shot. Not going to go off the rim, and that's going to take us to the half. 26-20, Carolina Forest lead.
Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Gone. Again, that number is 843-455-6182. The Beach Boys hope to see you soon.
You have things in your way that you don't have the time or means to move. you can call GT Junk Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
Welcome back inside the Panthers den, as Carolina Forest currently holds a 26-20 lead over Legion Collegiate Academy. The first half consisted of, for the Panthers, what was going down early. It looked like Legion just was quick to attack. Carolina Forest was not quick to respond off. Legion took an early lead, and then Carolina Forest reeled it back in, played their game, sat down, implemented the full court press to the best of their ability, started shooting from beyond the arc. J.J. Gray knocked down a few threes, and then from there they have been coasting to what is a 6-point lead over the Legion Collegiate Academy Lancers. For the Panthers, the big statements that are sticking out right now: J.J. Gray, 10 points. Majority of those coming through what he does best, and that's three-point shooting and free throw shooting. If you can find him beyond the arc, you can find him at the line, that's exactly where you want him. As a head coach, anyone implementing a game plan that involves J.J. Gray. Came out, quickly banged 2 threes, nothing but net, uncontested, both of them, and it's a no-doubter every time you get J.J. Gray on an island, no one to guard it. You might as well just put the points in before they even go. Big play Gray just tacks on a Carolina Forest lead. And then Nixon Coney has just been playing lights out, not necessarily in the stats book, but in the rights of his own hustle, sportsmanship, athleticism. He's flying around the court, making plays, making great passes, putting balls exactly where they need to be, and just guiding his team to get lined up and do exactly what they need to do. He's been following his own shots, playing fundamental basketball. Anytime a three goes up, he doesn't just sit there and watch it. He attacks the rim looking for the rebound, and there's been a couple times tonight it almost goes in his favor, just has not had it happen yet. And I would not be surprised if we see Nixon Coney follow his own shot and get an easy little putback here in the second half. From that, Barker came in and made an immediate impact on the boards, as well as shooting for the Panthers, knocked down a shot, got back on D, made some nice plays, got some big boards over guys, and he is just so physical. We know that Brett Barker used to play quarterback, used to play with me football, so that physicality is very much there. 6'4", tied throughout the board with 3 other guys for tallest on this team. He is one of the true forwards that Carolina Forest has on this squad. Not too many of them, but he is one of 5 true forwards. And for Legion, playing with men down. Only 9 players for Legion Collegiate Academy, a smaller school up in Rock Hill, and definitely at the disadvantage when it comes to the amount of men on the court and the fresh legs they have access to. As we know, the Panthers love to spread out the court. They love to get a lot of new legs out there. They love to be fresh. And this is a very deep team. You know, we have the obvious starters in Zachariah Gardner, J.J. Gray, Jaden Nolan, all of these guys. But you go to your bench, your sixth man, Carter Cooley coming off the bench, Javion Barrett, Brett Barker, Clay Ankwitz. All of these guys have touched the floor tonight and made an impact. And we just see how deep this bench is. And this is the type of matchup you want, that deep bench, when you're playing a team that does not have nearly as many men and nearly as many fresh legs at their disposal as you. As the Panthers are going to come out, they're going to take the floor and warm up, along with Legion Collegiate warming up on the opposing end. Just 3 minutes and 20 seconds until we head back to Carolina Forest. Panther Classic first round play. Stick right with me. 3 minutes remaining. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
If you need your car detailed and cleaned, you're in luck. Beach Boys Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Gone. Again, that number is 843-455-6182.
Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
A little over 2 minutes to play until we get back into Panther Classic action. Again, we did this pregame, but let's go through some Premier Panthers real quick. As most recently, Daniel Allen, the impressive guard last season, the 6'2" point guard for the Panthers, went on to commit to MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, to play point guard there. He is a freshman. And then Philip McLean, another freshman from that squad, instead of playing basketball, chose to stick with football, as he was a very, very talented offensive tackle, 6'6", great height, great reach, very physical, and he fits right in at Alabama State as a freshman there on that O-line. And then Ty Bennett, just a year older, a sophomore at Erskine playing guard. Jonah Naismith, another year older, a junior in college playing guard and forward at 6'7". Corbin Pack, Wingate senior, 6'3" guard. Kyle Watkins, who again chose to stick with football over basketball, a 6-foot wide receiver, just wrapped up his season with the Wofford Terriers as he had an amazing collegiate athletic career. And another respectable Panther with an amazing athletic career was Mason Garcia, quarterback at East Carolina, and most recently Austin Peay as the redshirt senior. The 6'5" quarterback led the Panthers to many places they never went in the football aspect and organization. As there is just 40 seconds remaining until the Panthers once again take the court. Second half action against Legion Collegiate Academy. And we are wasting no time getting right back into the action for Legion. It looks to be the same 5 they started this matchup out with, that being Ian Bird, Kenyon Walker, Isaiah Worley, Sean Thomason, and Jacob Suda. And you would imagine for the Panthers, it will be much of the same. Zachariah Gardner, Nick Zinconi, Jaden Nolan, J.J. Gray, and Cade Taylor. It'll be Panthers ball. Zinconi on the inbound here to start the second half. Carolina Forest leads 26-20 as we start off this third quarter. It's going to be Taylor bringing this one up for the Panthers. It's going to quickly find Gardner, top of the key. Gardner drives in, layup up and in, and it's going to go. Along with the and one, it's going to be Suda blocked on the blocking foul. Gardner goes to the line looking to extend and have a three-point play. It's going to be Suda's third foul of the night, as he also, along with his teammate Ian Bird, trend towards that dangerous line. 5 fouls to foul out. 2 guys in trouble for Legion. Refs talking this one over. They're going to say basket is good, but they're not going to go to the line. It's going to be Legion ball. Bird bringing this one up the court. Going to find Worley in the corner. This one's going to get away from him. Suda lucky to get that one back. He's going to try to float one in. Gray on the steal. Gardner right back to the paint. And once again, he's going to go up and in. 4 points on the night. Exploding out of the gate for the second half for Zachariah Gardner. Now it's Bird working. Finds his brother in the corner for three. It's not going to fall. Worley with the rebound. Back to Bird. Bird trying to make something happen. Working in the corner. He's going to find Suda, top of the key. Suda still working. Back to Bird. Bird's going to post up and take a shot, but before he got there, took a little bit of a trip, and they're going to book him on a travel. It's now going to be Carolina Forest inbound with a 30-20 lead. 7:16 remaining here in the third quarter. Gardner set to bring this one up the court. Working against Suda, a little bit of a mismatch. Going to find Taylor at the top of the key. Taylor working on Worley as Worley's going to poke that one free. Taylor gets it back, drives into the lane, finds Gardner in the corner for three, and that one's going to go. Zachariah Gardner out of the gate, 7 points, quickly exploding out of the gate. Second half, 7 straight for Carolina Forest, 33-20. As Gray's going to get the rebound on the missed opportunity, tries to look for Gardner. He was not looking at that one's going to fall to Worley, who's going to try to go coast to coast, but that's not going to fall. Legion. Offensive rebound, still working. Suda up in the post, not going to go, but he is fouled by Nolan, so he's going to head to the line and be shooting two. That's going to be Nolan's first foul of the night. Once again, it's Suda at the line, looking to capitalize on two. First free throw will go. 33-21. Legion cuts into that lead. Second free throw for Suda on its way. That will also be good. 33-22. Legion cuts into that 13-point lead and makes it 11. 6:27 remaining in the third quarter. Zinconi brings this one up the court, working on the right wing. As he's still working there against Bird, brings it to the top of the key, tries to find Taylor, but they're going to book. Looks to be an offensive foul. They're going to call a loose ball foul. Legion set to inbound, and he's finding Bird, who will bring it up the court for the Lancers. Bird looks in, finds Worley. Worley in the paint, shot's going to go up. Taylor gets a piece of it, but Carolina Forest cannot reel it in. They're going to say that went off of Legion, however, and Carolina Forest is going to retain possession of the ball. Gray set to inbound. Gray is going to find Zinconi in the backcourt, set to bring this one up. Working against Nico Bird. It's going to be Gardner on the wing to Taylor. Taylor finds something. Gardner, a beautiful pass in, but he's not going to be able to capitalize. That one gets poked away. Now it's Bird bringing it up the court for Legion. Working this one in the corner. It's going to be Suda. Suda drives in. That one gets poked away, and Carolina Forest is going to take it away. Zinconi scoops up the loose ball, and now he's working on the left wing. Finds Gray in the left corner. Gray works along the baseline, tries to pull one up, not going to go, but he is fouled. He'll be heading to the line to shoot two. Gray, second in South Carolina 5A in free throws made this season, as he just continues to get to the line tonight, as this is his second trip there. Gray, first free throw on the way. It will go. 34-22. Carolina Forest extending that lead. 5:22 remaining in the third. 11 points on the night for the freshman. Second free throw will go. 35-22. That lead is once again extended to 13. 5:22 remaining in the third quarter. As Legion will call a timeout, we'll take a quick 30-second one with them. Stay right here. This is Carolina Forest basketball presented by Brogan Hillman.
You have things in your way that you don't have the time or means to move? You can call GT Junk Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes, to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
Both teams still in their respected huddle. As now they both break off and head back in to the center of play. It's going to be Legion's inbound, Worley on the baseline. Worley going to find Walker. Walker to Suda, who's going to bring this one past half court. And Suda is going to find the guard, Bird, who's going to bring it up top of the key, try to make something happen. Panthers implementing a press type of defense. Worley into the lane, finds Suda with a nice little dish, and Suda goes right up and in, dropping that one, cutting this lead to only 11. 35-24, Carolina Force leads. And it's going to be Taylor at the top of the key for the Panthers. He's going to dish that off to Gardner. Gardner still working. That one gets loose, and it's going to roll off his fingertips out of bounds. Legion going to take over the ball this time. Again, Worley set to inbound on the baseline. He's going to find Walker, who's going to go to Suda, right back to Worley. Nice little triangle dish to beat the press. Suda back again on the wing. Carolina Force trying to take advantage of that mismatch, looking to trap. They're going to send J.J. Gray and Zachariah Gardner both right at the center, try to force an error, make a mistake. But it looks that Zachariah Gardner is just going to get a little too aggressive and get a piece of Suda's arm, his first foul of the night. As the inbound to Worley. Worley in the corner for three. Not going to go. Legion, rebound, working around. Bird, top of the key. Nice little floater post up will fall to make it 35-26. Legion again chipping away at that Carolina Force lead. 4:17 remaining in the third quarter. It's now Gray at the top of the key, dishing to Gardner. Gardner to Henry. Henry in the corner working it back up to the top of the key. Gardner for three, not going to go. Legion with the rebound. It's going to be Nico Bird bringing this one up the court. Bird working against Taylor at the top of the key. Once again with that little press two-man defense. Walker's going to try to take it the distance, not going to go. Gardner rebound, Gardner fast break, layup's not going to go, but he's fouled. It's going to be Gardner heading to the line to shoot two. Carolina Force continues to attack the basket and get aggressive. 3:40 remaining in the third quarter. Carolina Force leads 35-26. Gardner, first free throw on the way. And it will not fall. Remains 35-26. Lead is currently 9 for Carolina Force. Gardner at the line, one free throw to go, looking to extend it to 10. Gardner, second free throw. Will fall. 36-26. Carolina Force holds a 10-point lead. Going to stop play, looking to substitute here. It's going to be Maddox Cotman substituting for the center, Jacob Suda. Physical on the baseline. Panthers playing a nice press D. It's going to fall off of Worley, but they're going to say Barrett got a piece of it. It's going to stay with Legion on the baseline. Worley set to inbound. Finds Cotman. Cotman to Walker. Walker in the paint. Goes up. Not going to fall, but they're going to say Gray caught a piece of his arm, and they're going to send Cotman to the line. They're going to send Walker to the line, shooting two. My apologies. It's going to be the first on Gray of the night. Walker, first free throw. Will not fall. Remains 36-26. Carolina Force out on top. 3:29 remaining in the third quarter. Walker, second free throw. Will fall. 36-27. Legion cutting into that lead. It's going to be Gardner bringing this one up the court for the Panthers. Gardner on the left wing. Looking for something, finds Henry. Henry working against Worley on the right. Going to get a screen by Barrett. Henry works in, post up, nice jumper is going to fall just flat off the front iron. Henry with the rebound is going to dish out to Gardner. Gardner for three is going to fall. Wide open in the corner. Zachariah Gardner's going to knock that down every time. That's going to make 10 points on the night. Also 10 of the quarter for Zachariah Gardner. As refs are going to talk something over. It looks to be a foul called. It's going to be foul on J.J. Gray. It's going to be a double foul. They're going to book J.J. Gray along with Kenyon Walker of Legion. Both of which are going to be booked. It's going to be Kenyon Walker's first foul of the night, J.J. Gray's second. Worley to inbound. Going to go to Cotman. Cotman to Walker. Walker all the way down the paint. Smooth operator up and in. 29-39, cutting that lead down to 10. Now it's going to be Henry for the Panthers working it on the top of the key, finding Gray. Gray to Barrett. Barrett back to Gray. To Gardner. Gardner driving in. Going to take one too many steps with that one. Never put it on the ground. It's going to be a travel. Legion's going to take over off the Carolina Force turnover. Cade Taylor subbing into this one, replacing the junior Nixon Coney. Legion's inbound. It's going to be Bird breaking free, but not before being fouled on the ground. They're going to say it's going to be on Cade Taylor, who just subbed in for the Panthers. It's going to be his first of the night. It's going to be the fifth team foul for Carolina Force. It's going to be Nico Bird shooting 2 for Legion. Looking to cut down on that 10-point Carolina Force lead. Bird. First one's going to go. 39-30. Legion continues to chip away. 2:36 remaining in the third quarter. Bird. Second free throw. Good. 2 for 2 at the line. Nico Bird's going to cut this down to 39-31 with 2:30 remaining in the third quarter. It's going to be Taylor working on Bird at the top of the key. He's going to dish out and find Gardner. Gardner to Henry on the left wing working against Worley. Barrett once again tries to set the screen for Henry. Not going to be too effective as they're just going to stall out. It's going to be Gray on the left wing. Gray with room to go. Euro step driving into the paint. Up and in, extending Carolina Force lead back to 10. 41-31, Carolina Force, 2:04 remaining in the third. Now it's Walker for Legion. Walker trapped. Throws it away. Taylor on the turnover. Taylor going to find Gray in the paint. Spinning up and not going to fall, but he's going to be head to the line shooting 2. They're going to book Kenyon Walker on the foul, his third of the night. And that'll make the third Lancer with 3 fouls, all in foul trouble. Gray, first free throw, will fall. Extends it to 42-31 for the Panthers. It'll be Ian Bird subbing in for Kenyon Walker. And Jacob Suda as well will sub in for Maddox Common. Gray, second free throw, will also fall. 14 on the night for the freshman. He extends Carolina Force lead, 43-31, with 1:47 remaining in the third quarter. As the Lancers going to push this one. Worley in the paint is going to be rejected by Barrett. And Taylor's going to pick up. Dish all the way to Gardner. Gardner's layup's not going to fall, but it's going to be Gray on the rebound. Getting fouled on the go up, heading right back to the line, right where he just went 2 for 2, extending Carolina Force lead, looking to do it again. And that foul is going to go against Ian Bird, his 4th of the night. One more and he is out. Got to be careful if you're Legion. First free throw for J.J. Gray is good. 15 on the night for Gray. Second free throw on its way. And it is good. Extending Carolina Force lead to 45-31. The largest margin of difference tonight, as Carolina Force currently hoists a 14-point lead, 1 minute, 34 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Legion working this one up the court. It's going to be Worley. Worley finds Bird. Bird into the paint, not going to go, but he is fouled. Looks like they're going to book Javion Barrett on the foul. It's going to be Barrett's first of the night. And Bird is heading to the line shooting 2. Nico Bird. Nico Bird's first free throw will fall. His 6th point of the night. Nico Bird, brother of Ian Bird, is currently foul free. Second free throw up. This one's not going to go. But they're going to call a line infraction, it appears. And they're going to take it back, say Carolina Force inbound on the baseline, and dish it out to Taylor. 45-32 after Legion's set of free throws. Carolina Force still holding a 13-point lead. Minute 14 remaining in the third quarter. It's Henry working on the wing. Back to the top of the key, but they're going to book an offensive foul on Carolina Force. Once again, it's going to be Barrett with the foul, his 2nd of the night. As Carolina Force turns it over to Legion. 45-32, Carolina Force remains in the lead with 1 minute and 9 remaining of the third quarter. It's going to be Worley inbounding for Legion. He's going to find Bird. Bird looking for his brother. Not going to get there. Taylor with the steal. Taylor driving all the way. Puts it up. It's going to be fouled heavy at the board. And he will be headed to the line as well to shoot 2 for the Panthers. This foul going to go against Isaiah Worley, his 2nd of the night. Taylor head to line to shoot 2 for Carolina Force. First free throw will fall. 46-32, Carolina Force extends that lead. 59 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Nixon Coney here subbing in for Carolina Force, replacing J.J. Gray. Taylor, second free throw, not going to fall. Remains a 46-32 Carolina Force lead. 55 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's going to be Bird for Legion working against Inconi, who just subbed in on top of the key. Now it's going to be Cotman. Cotman loses this one into the backcourt on his own power, and it's going to be a turnover. Carolina Force set to inbound on the baseline. Scratch the baseline. It's going to be the sideline. And it's going to be Zinconi set to inbound. And he's going to find Taylor in the backcourt. 42 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Carolina Force looking to hold and make something happen. Taylor finds Zinconi. Zinconi wants Barker. Passes a little too out in front of him. Not going to be able to get there. It's going to trend out of bounds. This time on the baseline for Legion and Worley to inbound. Worley going to hit his man Thomason. Thomason to Cotman. Cotman. Layup's not going to fall. Barker on the rebound. Barker's going to find Henry. Henry looking to push it. 24 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Henry to Barker. Barker to Gardner. Gardner in the corner three is not going to fall off the rim. And it's going to sail out of bounds. Legion set to inbound. 16 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Still 46-32. Carolina Forest remains in the lead. As they're going to book Brett Barker on the loose ball foul. It's going to be his second foul of the night. And the Legion is going to have themselves set up in the bonus, shooting 2 free throws. It's going to be Jacob Suda at the line. Suda going through his routine. First free throw up, and it's not going to fall. Remains 46-32. Carolina forced out in front. Just 16 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Second free throw from Suda. On its way. And it will fall. 46-33. Legion once again looking to cut into that lead. Just 12 seconds remaining as Taylor slowly brings this one up the court, looking to hold for the final shot. He's going to find Barker. Barker to Gardner. Gardner in the corner. Three. He's not going to fall. Rebound. It's going to be Gardner looking for his own board, and he's not going to have it on the putback. It's going to roll out of bounds. 0.4 seconds remaining in the quarter. Not a lot of time to do much. Refs talking something over whose ball, and is going to stay with Carolina forced. Taylor set to inbound. A nice little pop-up, tried something. Gardner goes up, but it's just going to fall short of the rim. Going to send it to the end of the third quarter. Carolina Force currently holds a 46-33 lead over Legion Collegiate Academy, nearing the final 8 minutes of game time. Don't go anywhere. This is Carolina Force basketball presented by Brogan, Hillman, and the Panther Classic.
If you need your car detailed and cleaned, you're in luck. Beach Boys Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Go. Again, that number
Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. Make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
As Carolina Force takes the court, Legion still talking some things over as we are ready to start the fourth quarter of play inside the Panther Den. Carolina Forest, again, currently holds that 46-33 lead over Legion Collegiate Academy, heading into the final 8 minutes of play. And for the Panthers, in the third quarter, it was Zachariah Gardner off to a blazing hot start in that third quarter. Comes out, immediately bangs out 2 threes, gets a tough transition and one, and he currently finds himself sitting at 10 points with just 1 foul. Still plenty of room to play around with for fouls across the board for Carolina Forest. But you cannot say the same for Legion. Legion finds Ian Bird, their point guard, with 4 fouls, just 1 more to give, along with Kenyon Walker and Jacob Suda, both sitting right below him at 3. As it will be Suda set to inbound on the side. It'll be Bird bringing this one up the court for Legion as we have fourth quarter play underway inside the Panther Den. And it's going to be Worley. Worley dishing to Thomason, right back to Bird, who again finds Worley, again right back to Bird. Simple ball movement, flowing at the top of the key for the Lancers. And the Legion does not like what they see. Looks like they talked something over and they weren't able to execute as their coach calls a timeout. A quick little 30-second, we'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
If you need your car detailed and cleaned, you're in luck. Beach Boys Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Go. Again, that number is 843-455-6182. The Beach Boys hope to see you soon.
As we are back from the quick little 30-second timeout. Looks like Legion Collegiate wanted to talk something over, didn't like what they saw. And we're going to keep the same group on the floor for both sides of the ball. For Legion, it's going to be Suda on the inbound. He's going to find Bird in the backcourt, and he's going to bring it up for Legion, working against Sinconi. Bird going to kick to Walker. Walker to Worley, wanted to shoot in the corner. He's going to pull this one down, kick it back to Walker. Flowing right back to Bird. Wanted Worley on the inside. That pass is deflected, sailing out of bounds. It's going to deflect off Sinconi. It's going to stay with Legion. and it looks to be Walker on the inbound. Walker looking for Bird. Gardner's going to step in front of this one, the fast break, and he's going to slam one down, shows off the hops, and gets this place hype as Carolina Force extends their lead, 48-33 with 7:11 remaining in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be Walker on the left wing for Legion. Walker looking for Thomas, and that one's going to trickle, retained by Suda. Suda going up in the paint, not going to fall. Rebound, Nolan for Carolina Force, and he's going to send that one to Taylor. Taylor bringing it up the court for Carolina Force, trying to slow down momentum and just implement their game plan as he's going to set up at the top of the key. He's going to find Gray on the left wing. Gray working against Thomas in a little bit of a mismatch here. Just dribbling on the ISO on the left wing. Kicks to Gardner. Gardner working to Nolan. Nolan's just going to set up, give it to Zinconi. Zinconi's going to drive in. Find Gray. Gray for three on the wing, and it's going to fall. J.J. Gray finds himself at 19 points, one short of 20. His average is 20.6 on the season, and he's showing just why, shooting lights out beyond the arc. As Legion's going to look to respond. Bird's going to drive in, and his shot's going to fall short. Nolan again with the rebound. Physical in the paint all night long. And as Taylor's going to try to find Gardner in the paint, it's not going to have it. Taken away by Suda and Legion. He's going to kick out to Bird and just try to set something up. But once again, this ball is deflected. It's Zinconi on the takeaway. Zinconi going to find Gardner. Gardner, transition layup is going to fall. Panthers extend the lead to 20. 53-33, and just like that, Carolina Force has exploded to a 20-point lead. 5:39 remaining in the fourth quarter as Legion once again is going to call a timeout, try to get anything going against Carolina Forest as they're just going to continue to extend this lead. We'll be right back. Once again, Carolina Forest up 20 with 5:39 remaining.
If you need your car detailed and cleaned, you're in luck. Beach Boys Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Go. Again, that number is 843-455-6182. The Beach Boys hope to see you soon.
Carolina Forest, who went in to the second half, only leading 6, now find themselves up 53-33 with a 20-point lead hanging over the heads of Legion Collegiate Academy. This is the type of lead that they wanted to explode out and find early in the contest. They had to settle in, get in their rhythm, and play their brand of ball, and they now find themselves up 20 in the fourth quarter. Carolina Forest looking to hold on and advance to the second round of the Panther Classic, where they will take on San Jose Prep, coming all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. But first, they look to finish off Legion Collegiate, as it's going to be Broska taking it up the court for Legion. Broska's going to find Thomason, who's going to shoot a three. It's not going to go. Gardner with the board. Gardner's going to find Gray in transition. Gray, this is Zinconi, a beautiful pass, and that's going to be up and in, simple in the paint to make it 55-33, a 22-point lead for Carolina Forest. Legion, Bird for three, and he's going to knock that one down. Damage control for Legion, and it's going to make it a 19-point lead as they're going to get a steal on the takeaway as well, and that's going to be Worley going up, making it 55-38. Two quick strikes for Legion. As Carolina Forest now, it's going to come down the stretch. Gray going to fire a three, not going to go. Off the rim, Cotman with the rebound for Legion. Cotman working on a two-man press, and it's going to break him. Gardner's going to get the steal. Go up for two. He's going to be fouled, headed to the line to shoot two. Legion quickly exploding off the Cotman three, and then the steal on the baseline. Thomason takes it, puts it right back up, makes it 55-38 with 4:39 remaining in the fourth. And now Gardner finds himself at the line shooting two. First free throw, not going to go. Remains 55-38. Still a 17-point lead for Carolina Forest. Second free throw, Gardner. This one will trickle in. 11 points for Gardner on the night. Carolina Forest extends their lead to 18. It's going to be Broska bringing this one up the court for Legion. Broska going to find Worley. Swinging it back over to Broska, trying to get anything to happen. Now to Kottman. Kottman on the baseline. To Broska. Broska thought about pulling it. He's not going to. He's going to try to find Worley, who's trapped in the corner. Worley now driving to the paint. Euro step. Going to pass out. Kottman not going to fire. Going to post up on the corners. Not going to go. Worley with the board's going to put it up for two. Make it 56-40. Legion once again cutting into that lead. 4 minutes remaining in the contest. Gardner bringing this one up the court, working against Suda. Mismatch. Taylor driving all the way in. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Broska. Taylor running into the paint, looking for the backdoor pass. Broska's going to get in his way, and they're going to book the blocking foul. Gray receives the inbound to Zinconi. Zinconi thought about pulling it. He posted up, fake jumper drive, and they're going to say he never got that second foot set on the pump fake, and they're going to book a travel on Zinconi. Legion going to throw it in on the baseline. It's going to be Broska once again bringing it up the court. Remains 56-40. As this one's taken away, Gray on the steal to Zinconi. Zinconi transition, not going to fall. Gardner with the nice rebound, but his putback's also not going to go. It's going to be Thomason. Thomason to Kottman. Kottman's dunk is not going to fall. Stuffed by the rim. It's Broska looking for Worley. Worley looking to get to the rim, and he's going to go. It's going to be an and one. 56-42. Legion still cuts down on this Carolina Force lead. All the way down to 14 with 3:19 remaining in the fourth. Worley at the line looking to capitalize and make it a three-point play. Press. Going to kick to Gardner on the wing. They get out of the press easy. Zinconi, top of the key. Right back to Gardner. To Gray. Fluid ball movement, looking for anything. Now it's Gardner to Taylor. Taylor working into the paint. Finds Nolan. Back to Zinconi. As they're just running through their motion, trying to waste time and find anything they can. It's going to be Gray posting in. To Taylor. To Zinconi on the wing. Carolina Force doing a great job at killing. Gardner, it's going to go off Legion foot, a defender. And it's going to go right back to Gardner. He's going to pick up the loose ball. As now it's going to be Taylor on the right wing. Still killing time. 2:30 remaining in this contest. Carolina Force still holds a 13-point lead. An amazing job at killing time. Taylor shoots three from the corner, and it's not going to go. Follows his own shot. Pokes that one loose, and Gray's going to get it for Carolina Force. Driving into the lane. Tries to put one up, but he is fouled before he's able to do so. That's going to be Suda. It's going to be his third foul of the night. And J.J. Gray once again finds himself at the line for the Panthers. First free throw on the way, and it will go. That makes an even 20 for J.J. Gray on the night. As we see, he is second in free throws made in South Carolina 5A. Second free throw on the way, and that will fall as well. Carolina Force timeout with 2:16 remaining in the contest. Carolina Force currently holds a 58-43 lead, 15 points with 2:16 remaining in this contest. We'll take a quick timeout with them. Stay tuned.
If you need your car detailed and cleaned, you're in luck. Beach Boys Detailing is a respected and dedicated car detailing business around the Carolina Forest area. You can find the Beach Boys at 843-455-6182 or on their Instagram, Beach Boys Detailing Gone. Again, that number is 843-455-6182. The Beach Boys hope to see you soon.
Have things in your way that you don't have the time or means to move? You can call GT Junk Removal at 843-605-2147 for quotes to move stuff efficiently and effectively. Again, that's 843-605-2147. make sure to clean up your life and get those things out of your way.
As we are back from the quick little timeout called by Carolina Force, they still lead Legion Collegiate Academy 58-43, a 15-point differential with 2:16 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's going to be Bird bringing the ball up the court for Legion. Bird is going to look as he's going to find Walker. Walker to the other Bird. Brothers Ian and Nico, both guards on this squad. Now it's going to be Suda on the wing, finding Bird. Back to Suda on the baseline, looking to make something happen. Trap, going to kick out. It's going to be Bird for three at the top of the key. It's not going to fall. Taylor, great job fighting for the rebound. He's going to get it for Carolina Forest. Now it's Gray, pushing to Gardner. Gardner to Taylor. Taylor top of the key to Nolan, looking to set something up. Back to Gray. Gray working in that corner, working it back to the right wing. Gray being double teamed, trying to find an outlet out of there. It's not going to go, but Taylor fights to get that ball out of there. Gray with the wide open layup is going to put it up and in, and Carolina Forest holds a 60-43 lead with 1:12 remaining in this contest. And Zachariah Gardner's going to have a breakaway and a little up and in to make it 62-43 with 1:09 remaining. As a member of Legion is slow to get up. As we hope that he is okay. That is Nico Bird, who took a tough fall. Minute 9 remaining here in this contest. Carolina Force 62-43, the 19-point lead. As Legion's trying to find something, gets Suda running on the baseline, but that one's going to trickle out. Legion gets the ball back. It's going to be Bird at the top of the key. And it's going to be a little reach-in foul called on Cooley for Carolina Forest. Carter Cooley's second foul of the night. Now it's the inbound for Legion. It was Kottman looking to go up. But it's going to be Javion Barrett who catches a piece of his arm. And that's going to be his third foul of the night. Just 48 seconds remaining in this contest now. Carolina Forest still leads 62-43, the 19-point lead. As this one falls right off of what looks to be Brett Barker. This one's going to stay with Legion. And it's Ian Bird on the inbound. He's going to find with the rebound. He's going to go up, and he's going to be fouled. Shooting 2, going to the line. And that foul is going to be on Javion Barrett once again, his fourth of the night. Just one until he's out. Only 41 seconds remaining in this contest. Doesn't look like it'll appear to matter anyway. Suda first free throw, not going to fall. Remains 62-43, 41 seconds remaining. Suda, second free throw. That one will fall, 62-44, 41 seconds remaining in this contest. As we're going to see Morales for the first time for Carolina Forest. He's going to dish to Barrett. Barrett trying to get in the paint. Time for Carolina Forest. He's going to dish to Barrett. Barrett trying to get in the paint. Barrett's going to put one up, and it falls off the front iron. Legion with the rebound. It's going to be Bird. Bird pushing to Kottman. Kottman's layup's not going to fall. It's going to rim out, but he's going to be head to the line shooting 2. Still 27 seconds remaining in this contest. Foul's going to be on Clay Ankwitz, his first of the night. The 5th team foul with just 27 seconds remaining. Kottman, free throw is going to fall. And that free throw makes it 62-44. 18-point differential. Second free throw for Kottman's going to fall. 62-45. 25 seconds remaining. Barker's going to fall. 62-45. 25 seconds remaining. Barker's going to take this one up the court for Carolina Forest. He's going to find Morales. Morales trapped on the 2-man. And it looks that he is going to be fouled. Just got a little aggressive on the reach in. And that's going to be Maddox Common. 19 seconds remain in this contest as this one gets for Legion. A 15-point lead now. Anquet's going to get the inbound and fouled instantly. Foul's going to go against Kenyon Walker. Actually, they're going to book Maddox Cotman once again for his third foul of the night. Just 10 seconds remaining in this contest. Still a 15-point lead for Carolina Forest. They currently hold the 62-47. Again, 10.8 seconds remaining. Anquet's first free throw falls off the iron, not going to go. Anquet's second free throw. That one will roll in, make it 63-47. 16-point lead for Carolina Forest. 7 seconds. 5, 4. Legion's going to go into the paint. Nothing to see there. Barker's going to steal this one, dribble out, and that will be your ball game. Carolina Forest, 63. Legion Collegiate, 47. Carolina Forest is going to advance to round 2 of the Panther Classic and face San Jose Prep from Jacksonville, Florida tomorrow, right here at 6:30 inside the Panther Den. Make sure you're right here and you do not miss it. Carolina Forest, once again, it was J.J. Gray, 21 points right at his average. Zachariah Gardner right behind him with 11. Then Nick Zinconi, Cade Taylor both combining for 5. A clean game from the Panthers as they will advance to the second round of the Panther Classic. Once again, they face San Jose Prep from Jacksonville, Florida in the second round of the Panther Classic. We'll be right here. Make sure to be here same time tomorrow for Carolina Forest. I am Brogan Hillman. This is Panther Basketball.